things I wish I had started earlier, that I started later in my life, the things that every 20 something year old person should know and should incorporate in their life so that they can live a fuller life, a more fruitful life. Hi guys, welcome back to your favorite spot on YouTube. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. And for my OGs, thank you for coming back. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Mary J, and on this channel, I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about product management, I talk about skincare, I talk about career improvement, I talk about faith, and anything that I find interesting that I think you would find interesting. So if you find these things I've said interesting, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on push notifications so that you don't miss any video that I drop. And let's get into the video. Today we'll be talking about 20s, the things that we're supposed to do in our 20s, things I wish I had started earlier, that I started later in my life, the things that every 20 something year old person should know and should incorporate in their life so that they can live a fuller life, a more fruitful life once we keep aging and aging. Now, our 20s are like one of the most, I mean, my 20s too. Our 20s are like one of the most important times in our lives. It's a time where we can do different things, where we can try out different things and find the ones that will take on for the rest of our lives. So you can just imagine why this video is going to be helpful. I'll be talking about the different things that we're supposed to incorporate into our 20s to make our lives better, the things that I have incorporated in my life and the things that I learned over time to incorporate in my life to make my life better and also to make your own life better as well. Number one is invest in your personal development. I feel like this is the first things that we get to do growing up. Like when we were younger, once you become of age, you go to school and then they'll teach you maths, English, different things, different subjects. You go from nursery school, primary school, secondary school. But as adults, it's harder because you think about the fact that, oh, I have gone to school all my life. So people might stop going to school after secondary school. So people might go on to go to universities, colleges, etc. to further their education. But there's one thing that I have learned, and there's one thing that I need you to understand. There's no knowledge that is wasted. So like right now is the time where we can invest in different aspects of our personal development. I'm talking about taking courses, going to school. I don't think school is a scam. And I know that a lot of people keep saying that school is a scam, but I don't think school is a scam. There are things that obviously you might use in your everyday life that might not be taught in school. And that's why continuous learning is really important. But the basic things that you will learn in school are actually also important. So I don't think school is a scam. So I would advise, and I've already started doing this, I would advise that you take courses to improve yourself. If you're working, you can take courses to improve yourself at work. You read books. Oh my God. Reading books has changed like the trajectory of the way I think, the way my mindset works. Reading books has changed it. And I try to tell people to read books, like read self-help books, even if it's fiction. It also helps to improve vocabulary because in the beginning, I used to get lost for words. Like it still happens now, but it has reduced drastically. I used to not know the next thing to say. Obviously, because I also speak fast, so there's also that. But since when I started reading, I've learned certain words, I've learned certain things, learned certain concepts that I did not know about that I have started incorporating into my life. So take courses, please read books. Even if you're not reading self-help books, you can even read fictional books, you can read books by Nigerian authors. Those books will even help you, even if you're not taking anything from it, they will help you to train your brain, they will help you to improve your vocabulary. You should also try to find mentors. I know I've said this in the past, I have a video about mentorship and if you need a mentor or not. Now, don't look at mentorship as a very professional thing, as a very strong thing, like something that is so serious. I don't think you should look at it like that. The way you have friends, your friends can also be your mentor. Just look for somebody. If you want to do something, just look for somebody that does that thing already or that does it better, and approach the person. Like, one thing that I'll always have at the back of my mind is the worst that this person will say is no. The worst thing I'm going to hear from this whole situation is no. And after I hear no, I'm fine. I'll move on to another person. So the crux of this is that find somebody that does what you want to do better, and just go and meet that person and try to like shadow the person, try to listen to the person. There's also YouTube videos that would also help you. I feel like YouTube is like a university. It's supposed to be like university of YouTube. You can learn anything that you want to learn on YouTube. So even if you are not somebody that likes to open books and read, you can also get the audio versions of these books and read these books. Trust me, once you invest on your personal development, you just see your life getting better. Number two is build healthy habits. I understand we're in our 20s, we're supposed to live life to the fullest, you're supposed to, like, party, jaye law, and all of that. But the one thing that I have picked up and the one thing that I have seen from people is activity always helps in the future. And I know that a lot of these things that I am talking about are things that would help in the future. You might not see the effects now, but by the time you incorporate this, they become a part of you, and you just see that you're improving across board. So building healthy habits involves exercising, involves being active. A lot of us work remotely, and because we work remotely, we're sitting for the longest time. You can be sitting from like 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock without standing up, unless maybe we want to stand up to go and pee. But what I'm trying to say is, try to move your body, try to be active, try to, you don't have to necessarily register at the gym. Registering at the gym is also good. I remember this my time at the gym, and it was like one of the best times of my life. I'm still trying to get back to the gym, but eventually I'll get back to the gym. But for now, just try to take like walks, try to move your body. You don't even have to go outside of your house. You can literally be walking in your park, just be going from point A to point B, and try to count your steps so that you have some sort of activity. Because before you know it, you become very tired. You are tired fast, you are stressed, and there's no release, there's no outward release for you. So try to be very mindful about being active, about doing some sort of activity every day, about moving your body at least every day. The next one is stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is even the first thief of joy. Hold on. The one thing I will always tell people is, don't compare yourself to the next person, compare yourself to your old self. Where you were yesterday is not where you are today. But because you are looking at Mr. A or Mrs. B that has a better life, you think is even a better life. Mr. A might even be comparing themselves to you, but you don't know, because you are comparing yourself to them, and it becomes a very negative cycle. Do not compare yourself to others. You are who you are. You can aspire to be like certain people. You can aspire to want to have certain things, but you need to also know that even you as a person, you are growing. And if you keep comparing yourself to the next person, comparing yourself to the other person, you don't even see your growth anymore. You don't see that, oh, you moved from size 10 to size 8. You don't see that you have gotten to a particular space in your career. You don't even know that you've gotten better. You don't know that your vocabulary is better. You don't know that you are speaking better now. You're just saying that, oh, this other person is speaking better than I am. My life is not good, or this person is richer than I am. This person has. Why don't you figure out how you can be better as a person? Why are you comparing yourself to another person that you don't even know what that person's life is about? You're comparing yourself to celebrities, or you're comparing yourself to people that you see online. Like, the honest truth is, social media will show you the brightest parts. Even when people talk about their problems, they don't even talk about it they don't talk about it to the depth. Like, now who wears shoe? Now you know where they pay now. And then you are just seeing the flashy aspect. You are seeing the Benz that the person is driving, or you're seeing the house that the person has, and you don't even know where it's coming from. But because you don't want to face your own life and face where you are facing another person's life, and before you know it, you don't know what's like the positives that are happening in your life, because you are stuck on another person's life. Do not compare yourself to another person. Number 4 is financial literacy. When I was in school, I'm not sure anybody taught us, I'm not sure they taught us like how to deal with money as much as we would have probably expected it to be. To be honest, I feel like that should be one of the things that we should learn in school. Knowing how to deal with money, knowing how to act with money. And even if they don't teach in school, the next thing is for us to be teaching ourselves and to be teaching our children. Now, the whole essence of knowing is, now the most important thing is how do you handle the money that comes into your hand, whether you are a student, whether you are a working class person, whether you are a business person. Do you know how to save? Do you know how to invest? Do you know how to, these are the things that you're supposed to learn in your 20s, so that it transcends into the rest of your life. It transcends into the other aspects of your life. In your 20s, you need to learn how to save. You don't just spend your money anyhow. Like, obviously it's your money, I'm not telling you how to spend your money or how to deal with your money, but one of the most important things that you need to learn in your 20s, because now is the time that you'll be seeing flashy things, you'll be seeing things that you probably don't need. Maybe you have friends that are more well to do than you are, they are earning a lot better than you are, and now is the time when they are saying, okay, let's go to restaurants, um let's go to parties, let's go to this particular restaurant, let's hang out in this place, and you know that you cannot afford it. Please, nobody has died from saying I cannot afford this at this time. Nobody has died from saying that. If you know you cannot afford the latest iPhone 20, nobody is going to kill you for using iPhone 5. Obviously, there's no iPhone 5 again, but like, you get what I mean. Nobody's going to kill you because you are using something that is within your means. Try to live within your means. Try to invest. Try to save the money that you get. Don't just spend it on junk, spend it on things that don't matter, and then tomorrow you are thinking about where all your money went. As much as it is very good to enjoy your life on a budget until you can actually finance that, a better lifestyle. Somebody told me when I got my current job that I should still keep living as if I was earning what I was earning in my previous job, at least for the first 6 months. Because if you think about it, there's every possibility that anything can happen in the 6 months that you are in the 6 months that you are in that company, or in the 6 months after. Do you have emergency funds that when something happens, you have something to hold on to? Or are you just coasting, are you just living life, and then eventually when something happens you don't have anything to hold on to? That's not how to live. Try to avoid unnecessary debts, live within your means. One of the things that were found very difficult now is living within our means, and I don't know why. Just be contented. Be contented with what you have. If you can't afford it today, you can afford it, you'll be able to afford it tomorrow. Let me tell you, I am a very clear example of that kind of life. Now, when I was in Unilag, I didn't have money to buy wigs. I didn't have money to buy the latest phone. I remember that it was my brother that, I think when I was in 200 level, my phone was acting up and I needed a phone to do like assignments, to find out what was happening and all of that. My brother was the one that bought me a phone, because I no get money. Where I won't see money to buy phone. And it wasn't the latest phone at the time, but it worked. I was able to do hello, how are you? And I was able to, and this was a time when, Unilag big girls, people that went to Unilag know these things. And I just thank God for my life, because I don't even know how I was able to come out of that life. And then when I came out of school and when I started earning, I started saving up until I was able to afford 1 week. And then from there, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And now it doesn't even change anything, because that thing that you think you want to kill yourself on now, it's not going to matter in the future. That thing that you're killing yourself on now, it's not going to matter in the future. I don't know if you were around during BlackBerry. A lot of people killed themselves because of BlackBerry. Today, BlackBerry is nowhere to be found. People don't even use BlackBerry again. Today, we're using iPhone, and every year there's a newer iPhone that comes out, and eventually that one too, everything is a fad, everything is passing, it keeps passing and passing. So just live within your means. Try to, you have money that is coming in at the end of the month, or you have money that somebody gives you, you have money that your siblings give you. Save the money, invest. There are apps for these things. Save the money, invest. Just try to live within your means. It's very hard though. It's very hard. It's harder than what I'm saying now, especially if you're somebody that is easily swung. If you're somebody that just follows the trends and follows the way people are acting or the way people are spending. Please just try. Number 5 is do not be afraid to fail. Oh, this particular one, I wish people told me when I was growing up. I'm still growing up. But I wish people told me, like when I was a lot younger, that I shouldn't be afraid to fail. Because we're going to make mistakes. You are going to think that you are even doing something right, and then it's going to flop. And then you're going to try again. So the honest truth is you cannot now be thinking that, okay, everything is set in stone in your 20s. Even in your 30s, I don't even think things are set in stone in your 30s, to be honest. So whatever you're doing, have it at the back of your mind that even if I fail doing what I'm doing now, I'm okay. I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to stand up again. Don't be scared of failing. Don't be scared of falling. Be like a child. If you notice, when children fall, even if you laugh at them, even if you laugh, it doesn't really matter. Like, you see kids fall down and they'll stand up by themselves, wipe themselves up, and continue moving. That's the kind of mentality that you're supposed to have. Once you fall, you stand up and you continue moving. Onward, Christian soldiers. You are going and you're moving forward. If the current thing that you're doing now is not paying you, you find another thing. Until you find one that sticks. That's just how it is. Don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to make mistakes. This is the time where we're going to make different mistakes, where we're going to try out different things. You enter relationship, you come out of relationship, your friends will mess you up, you become a better friend, you make mistakes with the people that you would choose. No matter what, we're prone to mistakes. The only thing that matters is you learn from that mistake, you pick yourself up, and you continue. Like I said, onward, Christian soldiers. If you know that hymn, you know more. Always remember that life will throw different things at you, and you might not really know how to handle those things. You might fail. You might make mistakes. You might not really know how to handle the challenges of life. You might not even really know how to handle challenges of the office, challenges of different aspects of life. But eventually, you get a hang of it, and you are now an OG. Yeah, time actually teaches you stuff. That's just have it at the back of your mind. I might not know this today, but I will know this tomorrow. Number 7, be open to new experiences. I don't want to narrow this down to traveling, because obviously traveling opens up your eyes to different things. That's just the truth. But I want to narrow this down to like every aspect of your life. Like, be open to new experiences in different aspects of your life. I know that change is one of the hardest things that people face. And for something that is always constant, we don't always take it when it comes. I'm here to tell you, don't be scared of that new job. Don't be scared of that new opportunity. Just be very open to where life takes you. Be very open to the new experiences that you would see in your life. What you knew when you were 5, you know more than that now. And that's because you had different experiences that shaped you into where you are now. So you need to have it at the back of your mind that as you grow, you're going to be seeing different things, you're going to be learning different things, negative and positives. The only thing that you just have to have at the back of your mind is pick the positives and drop the negatives. That's like the only thing that you have at the back of your mind. You just pick the positives and drop the negatives every time. But just be very open. Be very open to leaving your comfort zone. That's very important. Don't think that, oh, I'm very comfortable here. There are a lot of things that are still outside. There are a lot of things that you can still experience outside. Don't cage yourself. And when something is not working for you, you are like, okay, because it's in your comfort zone, you are caging yourself. You are staying there. No, please go out into the world and see what's happening. Even if you cannot physically go out into the world, mentally go out into the world and experience different things, talk to different people, get different mindsets from people. And like I said, pick the positives and drop the negatives and move on. But always have it at the back of your mind that you're going to be experiencing new things every day. Now, how you deal with those new things is what matters. And how do you deal with them? Pick the positives and drop the negatives. 5 is focus on career development. Now is the time for you to start figuring out the things that you find passion in, the things that you like to do, the things that you feel like you are going to be happy with. Now, I understand that in Nigeria, it might not be that straightforward, especially because our passion is not what a lot of us are doing. I like what I do, but some people may not, because they're just trying to do that thing for a particular time. But try to find something that you enjoy, and even if you can't start doing it at the particular time, like try to work towards it. You can find something else that you can be doing to probably pay your bills now, and eventually try to build up on that thing that is your passion, and before you know it, you are able to afford your passion, and your passion is able to also fund your life. So be very career driven. Think about what you would like to do. Think about how you would like to live in the future, and start to plant seeds for the future. Take opportunities that come that are in line with it. Try to network. If you're in a company and maybe you're in a particular role that you don't like and you want to move to another role, try to talk to somebody that is doing that particular role and try to shadow the person, try to learn from the person, try to understand what you need to do to be able to get into that role. And that before you know it, you have transitioned and your life is a lot better than it was when you were doing something that you did not enjoy. Do you understand? Now is the time for you to start building professional relationships. Try to be friends with people that you know would help you in the future. You might not see what you will get from building professional relationships immediately, but trust me, in the future it will be very helpful. These people are the people that will open doors for you. These people are the people that will speak your names in rooms that you don't even know about, and that you don't even know that you were needed in that room in the first place. So try to be very open to professional relationships. And this professional relationships is not even just for people that do 9 to 5. Even people that do businesses, even people that do content, even people that do like different aspects of your life, you're going to need some sort of professional relationship to help you to keep carrying on. Try to network, try to meet people at events, talk to people, talk about what you know. Also, as you're trying to better your career opportunities, as you're looking for better career opportunities, be also open to when people come to you, because you might even think that you are not enough, that you're not okay, that your career is not, you're not doing what you like. Another person might also want to do what you are doing. That's just how life is. The way you are thinking that you don't have what you need, another person is looking at you and is like, this is what I need. So when somebody comes to you to also say, oh, how far, I like what you're doing and I want to do it as well, you also be open to helping others so that other people can help you, because it's like a two-way thing. It's not just one-sided. Okay, you take from people and you don't get from them. So career opportunities, be very open to them in different aspects. Even in content creation, be very open to the opportunities that come from them. Try to build those opportunities now, because you might not even use them in your 20s. You might not use them for yourself. You might use them for someone else, or it just becomes a circle, and before you know it, you're already at the top where you're supposed to be. You get me? Number 8 is know yourself. Try to have emotional intelligence. Try to understand the kind of person that you are. And I understand that you might be thinking, I know myself. I know, but sometimes we don't really know ourselves. Like, we experience ourselves the way we experience people. Like, you need to sit down and internalize. Try to understand the kind of person that you are. Try to understand the things that trigger you. Try to understand the things that are your strengths. Try to understand the ones that are your weaknesses, and improve on yourself. It's only when you know something that is not working well. It's only when you know that, okay, this is who I am. This part of me needs improvement, whether it's spiritually, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, career-wise, any aspect of your life. You will know yourself, but you need to sit down and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, this part is not working well. I need to change this part. I need to change this aspect of my life. And it's when you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know your triggers. That's when you'll be able to be a better person in your relationships, whether in your friendships, in your intimate relationships, in any aspect of your life. That's when you become a better person, better friend, a better partner. That's just the truth. Understand yourself, or do personal introspection. Know who you are, and as you grow, some things will change as you grow, and that's why you need to keep doing like personal introspection. Keep knowing who you are, keep knowing the kind of person that you are, and keep improving. When you figure out, oh, this one is not working well for me, I need to drop this, you drop that one and you move on. You drop that one and you continue on, because you've already figured out the one that works for you and the one that doesn't work for you. And that's how it goes. Another thing that I would say is cultivate strong relationships. Trust me, it is not a case of, oh, just like you're meeting people and you want to be friends with them because of what you're going to get from them. I don't look at friendships like that. I don't think anybody should look at friendships like that. But you need to have people in your corner that will help your life be better. People in your corner that will tell you the truth when it matters the most. People in your corner that will be there for you. People in your corner that will pray for you when it matters the most. Not just people that you are doing happy things with, people that will be with you when things are also down. Do you understand? So you need to build friendships, genuine friendships in your 20s that would last you the rest of your life. Building friendships as an adult is one of the hardest things. I feel like growing up, it was a lot easier. Like, this person is in your school, this person is in your class, you guys are seatmates. It's very easy. You just become friends out of the blues. But then when you now think about being friends as an adult, a lot of us will probably have friends in our office, have friends in, we'll just pick up friends like from different places. But try to be very intentional about who you allow into your space as your friend. Try to be very intentional about picking out people that would be your friend. You don't just pick like any Tom, Dick, and Harry, because these are the people that will hold your hand when it matters the most. These are the people that, this is like the connection that your children will walk with when you start having children. For those that want to have children, these are the people that might become your children's friends, because these things is like a continuous cycle. So try to be very intentional about the friends that you keep. And the same way you're looking for people that are going to be good friends to you, you also be good friends to people. Be very open to being friends with people, but also mind your space. But as much as we want to have friends, as much as finding friends is very important, you also need to watch your boundaries. Watch, protect your time, protect your energy. And this even ties to like the kind of people that you have in your corner. If you have good friends, if you have people that are going to be there for you, if you have people that would hold your hand when it matters the most, these people will understand when you need time, when you need space. These people will understand the boundaries that you set. And now is the time for you to know what you like and what you don't like, what you would take from a relationship and what you would not take from a relationship. And when I say relationship, I don't even mean romantic, intimate relationship. I mean every form of relationship. Relationships from in the office, relationships in friendships, relationships, intimate relationships. It's always best for you to know what you can take now before you eventually now become friends with somebody, and then the person is stepping on your toes and you don't even know whether you have good friends or you don't have good friends. The whole essence of this is to tell you that friendship is really important. Getting good friends is really important. You don't need 5,000 people around you. That's just the truth. You don't need 5,000 people around you. Only five people that are going to be there for you when it matters, that are going to pray for you, that are going to hold your hand, that are going to help you in your career, in your personal growth, in your personal life, across all aspects. That's all you need. Don't pack people around you and then later, when it matters, there's nobody that is going to hold your hand. You get me? The next one is be kind to yourself. Oh, this is something that is one of the hardest things to do. Be very kind to yourself. Speak positively to yourself. When things don't go as planned, don't look at yourself and say, oh, you stupid person, oh, you stupid girl, oh, you stupid boy. No, don't talk to yourself like that. Like, the kind of words that you expect a loved one to say to you, say them to yourself. Tell yourself that I am better than this. Tell yourself that I will come out of this. Speak positively to yourself. See, I know that it sounds like, oh, words of affirmation and all of that, but you need to tell yourself by yourself, I would come out of this situation that I am in. Always treat yourself with kindness. Always treat yourself with compassion. The same way you would want a loved one to treat you, treat yourself like that. We're always our biggest critics. We're the ones that speak ill of ourselves more than people that are outside, and that's not how we're supposed to live life. Also, no matter how small your achievement is, celebrate it. Celebrate it, no matter how small. That you move from, that you even wake up in the morning is worth celebrating. Let me just tell you the truth. Celebrate your little achievements. You graduate from school, celebrate. You move from 100 level to 200 level, celebrate. You passed a course, celebrate. And celebration doesn't even have to be big. Like, you can buy yourself a bottle of Coke. Then you go to the end of the month, you finished a project, celebrate it. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins no matter how small they are. That way, even when they are big, you also keep celebrating. It becomes a part of you. Celebrate yourself. Speak positively to yourself. Be patient with yourself. It is okay not to know everything. Especially, like right now, we don't know everything. We don't know if what we're doing now is going to work in the future. We just know that, okay, let's keep going until we eventually figure it out. Things might not go as you have planned, but God always has a better plan. So just have it at the back of your mind that I might not know it all right now, but eventually I will. Eventually, this particular thing that is stressing me, I'll be able to figure it out. Have you not noticed that sometimes you start a job and then you have anxiety, you're very anxious about how it's going to go, and then in 1 month, in 3 months, you already have a hang of it. You already have people that are in your corner. People already understand you. You understand people. And you're not asking yourself that, why was I anxious in the first place? Why did I not just go into... And I understand that it is human nature, but just always have it at the back of your mind that I will get better than this. And you just see yourself living a stress-free, easy life. The last and the most important part, if you did not hear anything that I've been saying since I started this video, hear this one. And it is to hold God tight. Oh, see, I don't know how you are gonna do this live. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this live without God. That's just the truth. I don't know. And I don't know how people that don't know God, I don't know how they're dealing with their lives. For me, I know that as for me and my household, will serve the Lord. So hold God tight. This is now that you should start building your spiritual relationship with God. Start to know God by yourself. Start to read your Bible by yourself. Start to understand God's word. Start to have a personal relationship with God. Your relationship with God transcends the church you go to. It transcends who your pastor or who your priest is. Your relationship with God transcends human view. It is between you and your Father in heaven. Read your Bible. Say your prayers. If you're a Catholic, pray your rosary. Now is the time for you to go on your knees and be close to God, like hold God like this. You see the way Jacob did not allow the angel go until he blesses him, he even broke his bone and all of that. That is how you should hold the clothes. Now is the time for you to hold God. Don't let him go. See, just be thinking, I will never let you go unless you bless me. And it has worked for me, and I know that it has worked for almost everybody that I know that serves God with all their heart. Serve your God with your heart. Join a community that would help you. Join a church that would help you to grow your spiritual journey. Now is the time for you to start to grow your spiritual journey. Every day that I pray, there's some sort of peace. There's peace that comes into my heart every time. So please hold God tight. Hold God tight. Don't let anybody make you seem like you don't know what you're doing because you're serving God. Now you know what you they see, and if now you know what you they see, what the way your own life is going is not the way person B's life is going. So now you know what you go see. Now you go hold God well, okay? Anyways, do you like my hair? I like it. I like it very much. This is like the first. This particular color. This is like the first one that I have, and it has curls and all of that. Like it. I have to save money to buy it. You get. So that's what I'm saying. I have to save money to buy it. Anyways, if you watch to this point, you're a superstar. You know how they do now. You're a superstar. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment. I want to know about your experiences. Trust me. I want to have conversations with you in the comments. Like, talk to me, let me talk to you, let's talk to ourselves. So comment your experiences, if there's anything that I missed out that has helped you in your 20s, if you're even in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and there's something that you wish you knew in your 20s, comment it below, and it would be able to educate me, educate other people as well. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next video. Bye, lovelies. Mwah. Don't forget to live your life to the fullest in your 20s and in your 30s and in your 40s and any particular age that you find yourself. Just be living your life to the fullest and hold all these tips that I have shared earlier. You just see that your life becomes better. Okay? Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.